What's up, YouTube? Name's Abel. I am a huge fan of comics, cartoons, video games, animation. I grew up on Marvel, X-Men, Spider-Man, Hulk, the Avengers, DC, Superman, Batman, Justice League, Flash. Love these characters. Capcom, Street Fighters, Captain Commando, SNK, the King of Fighters. I also love Japanese animation, Naruto, Gundam Wing, Dragon Ball Z. I love all this stuff. I've been that way for decades. I'm 30 now, so it's a long time. I've also been subscribed to Death Battle and Screw Attack for a little over a year now. So I've seen all their fights, from Chun-Li versus Mai Shiranui all the way to Thor versus Wonder Woman. And they crossed the line. I've had enough of this, so I'm going to speak up before I make my decision. I've seen that over and over again they leave out huge details of one of the combatants just to allow another combatant to win. I'm going to use their most recent match as one of my examples. They left out huge details about Thor to allow Wonder Woman to win, and they said everything about Wonder Woman. They didn't let him use the God Blast. They didn't let him use the Anti-Force Blast, both of which kills immortals. They didn't let him use the Anborn in the fight, which is a piercing weapon. It's an axe, and it also kills immortals. They didn't mention the Odin Force at all. One of his power-ups, one of the things he has access to. I'll let you guys Google that one on your own. They didn't mention his World Engine feat when he lifted the World Engine. So they said that his biggest feat was when he lifted the World Serpent. And because of that, he can maximally lift 27 trillion tons. And if he times that by 10 with Warrior Madness, he can lift 270 something trillion tons. So they said Wonder Woman is stronger than him because she helped pull the Earth, and her maximum is 2.2 quintillion tons. So they didn't mention some of his feats to make it seem that Wonder Woman is stronger than him. During the fight, I also saw that she constantly kept her bracelets on, and they said that when she takes off the bracelet of submission, that her godly power increases. But she kept them on. She kept them on throughout the entire fight. She was using them when he went into his Warrior Madness state. So I don't understand how she reached her godly power form when she had the bracelets on all the time. Now, I may sound like a butthurt fanboy of Thor if this was the only time they did it, but it's not. They did it in the Batman vs. Spider-Man fight. They left out Batman's anesthetic gas pellets. They left out his pressure point knowledge. They left out his shock gloves. And they allowed Spider-Man to win. They let him use all that in the Batman vs. Captain America fight. And they left out Captain America's energy shield. So Batman won that fight. They did the same thing in the Tifa fight. They did the same thing in the Majin Buu versus Kirby fight. They did the same thing in the Cloud versus Link fight. They did it over and over again. Now, I'm not saying that Wonder Woman can't beat Thor or Spider-Man cannot beat Batman. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, if you're going to use these characters, which people love dearly and have been fans of for decades, you make the fight fair. You use most, if you don't have time to do all the research, you use most, or at least the main details of these characters. They left out the main details about Thor. They left out some main details about Batman. They left out some main details about Cloud. And they did it over and over again. They even allowed Kirby in the Kirby vs. Majin Buu fight. They even allowed Kirby outside help, which I thought was a rule in Death Battle. There's no outside help. From what I'm seeing, looking at this over and over again, I'm not even sure if any of their fights are credible. I mean, if you do something once or twice, then fine, but you do this over and over again, how can any of your fights be credible? I agree with some of the outcomes, like the Hulk versus Doomsday fight. I agree that since Doomsday has died to brute force and a number of other things, that the Hulk wouldn't be able to kill him in that way. So I agree with that. But how can the fight be credible if you keep doing this over and over again? I mean, leading up to the fight, leading up to the Thor vs. Wonder Woman fight, I even figured, yeah, since Wonder Woman already lost to Rogue, they can't let her lose again. So everyone was saying that, yeah, Wonder Woman's gonna win. I mean, I had some hope because of Thor Ragnarok was coming out, so I thought, they were gonna make the fight fair, but even the biggest fight, Superman vs. Goku, the biggest fight in all of comics, cartoon, video game history for us fans, I'm not even sure if that's credible because of what they keep doing. I'm hurt. I'm let down. I'm not gonna follow these guys anymore, Wiz and Boomstick. They got this new fight coming up, Naruto versus Ichigo, and I'm not excited. I'm not looking forward to it because they might do the same thing. They might leave out details of Naruto or Ichigo just to allow either one to win, depending on who they like more, apparently. I mean, I gotta do the right thing. I can't support this anymore. I'm disappointed, but yeah, it's Death Battle no more for me. Peace. Love you, YouTube.